Hey yo, what up? It's Don.
Sam here.
We are the Soul Brothers, and you know this, we're back with the performance review. Big time performance review.
Big.
Really as big as it gets, you know? This is big, baby. So this is the Jordan 30 review.
And I'm holding Don's shoe this time. And look at how fucking...
I wear a size 14. I don't know if any of you don't believe that I wear a size 14. I feel like some people say, oh, it looks like he's wearing his shoes are too big.
Yeah.
I wear a size 14, dude. First thing when I was born, the doctor said, damn, this kid has big ass feet.
That's a true story.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
Alright, anyways. Okay, this is, let's hop into it. Let's hop in on the traction.
Okay.
We got a fully translucent outsole with a fully different traction pattern.
Yep.
Okay, this is different. See, the 29 kind of looked like the 28 a little bit as far as traction patterns, which were both really good. This is, you know, very, very different. It looks like alien hieroglyphics.
Yep.
Is what I call it. That's trademarked, by the way. And, you know, it performs well.
Yep.
You know, it was really good.
It was it was really nice. There is a little bit of dust attracted to it.
For sure.
We play on dusty courts, so obviously we're always gonna have to wipe a few times, but it depends on how much we have to wipe. And for this, you have to wipe maybe like every 5 to 7 plays, depending on how dusty your court is. But you stop really hard and really fast. And it's a squeaky ass traction. It's like one of the loudest, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so.
The rubber's actually really, really hard, and the grooves are pretty thick. You know, I would think you can play with these outdoors and not have too big of a problem.
Yeah, this is an amazing traction. Minimal wiping. You don't have to wipe that much. And it's super squeaky. Rubber's hard, and you can play outdoors.
There are tractions that you barely have to wipe at all.
Yeah.
This isn't one of them. You know, that's always a plus for us, but it's not the end-all, be-all. It's still a great, great traction.
Yep.
Wow. So, moving on to the midsole.
Which is the exact same.
Exact same as the 29.
Yep. So you have unlock zoom. This time they're calling it flight speed though. Flight speed and flight plate is the same thing basically.
The same thing.
Yeah, and then it works with the zoom to unlock and lock it, you know, in place. And
for those of you who don't know, real quick, the flight speed or flight plate or whatever touches the zoom, right? And as you step, it unlocks it and locks it to basically lock and unlock responsiveness.
Yep.
So you get cushion when you land, but then if you start to bend, you get more responsiveness.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool technology.
Yep. And it's in the forefoot right here, and I actually could feel it. Not a lot, not a crazy amount, but I could feel it. when I'm running or sprinting or landing really hard. You know,
Yeah.
when I'm just like jogging around, I can't feel it. Can you could though, right?
I could feel it right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Felt very similar to, you know, it's the same thing as the 29, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it reminds me of the M12 a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you have this hollowed out heel here.
Yep, Phylon. And one good thing about this though is that in the 29s, this was encased in plastic, so it felt super duper clunky when you were running and stuff on your heel. But then this is just straight up Phylon. It feels like there's no like plastic or anything, so it compresses a little bit, and so it feels a lot better. And the heel to toe transition is a lot better in my opinion.
And you got the decoupled outsole type of vibe with it being attached through the middle. That's supposedly to help for heel to toe transition. But it's not the best heel to toe transition in my opinion. It's a little clunky even with the heel. So, you know, the midsole is good. Okay, if you like a lot of response and just a little bit of cushion in the forefoot, for sure, this is kind of your move right here. If you want like cushion in the heel, there's no cushion in the heel.
Nope.
Right, so it's, you know, which is where you're taking most of your impacts from when you're landing. You land, you know, when you land on your heel, you know, you can't really absorb much pressure with your legs. When you land on your toes, you know, your toes and, you know, your calves are able to help you bounce and absorb impact. But, you know, it does feel bouncy, and the flight speed you can kind of feel. You kind of have a bouncy step. So, you know, and then you have this outrigger here. What material is that?
What, this thing?
Yeah.
No idea.
It's like a little outrigger shank
Yep.
for stability. So midsole, you know, I don't love it. What do you think?
It's not bad.
It's
I
not bad.
don't love it. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad.
Yeah,
You know?
it's cool.
Yeah.
So moving on to the upper, and this is where it gets a little different. You know, we have full length, almost full length except for the toe, but that just looks like an overlay. But it's a performance woven mixed with a fly knit.
Yep.
Right, so you can kind of see like these crosshatch patterns of knit mixed into the woven, and it's very, very, very tight.
Yep.
But it's also really thin, and this is one of the strongest materials
Yep.
I've seen.
It's super thin, but it's strong and it doesn't stretch at all.
It doesn't stretch.
Yeah, the 29 was it was a lot thicker. It felt like to me, and it was a lot softer, right?
Yeah, right out the gate, the 29 was just ready to go. It was just
Yep.
soft. But these you need to break these in a little bit.
Yeah, even after you do break it in though, it doesn't get as soft as the 29. It still does get soft.
Yeah.
And then in the toe area, you have a lenticular lens or something.
Yeah.
That's what they called
It's
it.
a disco ball for your toe.
Yeah. It's not bad. You know, it's like
Quick fact: the favorite part of Michael Jordan's of a shoe for him is the toe. So he always likes to have a nice angled down toe, and the toe is always one of the most important parts to him looks wise. Back to our regular schedule programming.
And it gets soft, and it does help with durability. You know, you don't want any ripping here in the woven area, especially with toe drags. It didn't really get in the way, but I do miss the feeling of the woven upper from the 29 that was super soft on my
the toes.
Yeah. But it wasn't bad. So what would you? And also another thing, don't get white or don't get this because it gets super freaking dirty and you can't.
Don't ever get a cloth white
Yeah.
for basketball.
Yeah.
It's just gonna get so dirty.
Yeah.
So, you know, the upper, you know, I like it. You know, the whole upper is kind of like a half booty construction. So from here up is kind of like a sock underneath, so you get half a tongue up top.
Yep.
And then moving on, you have this like sweater-like material that wraps around the whole ankle collar.
Super comfortable.
Super nice. It prevents any type of digging into your ankles and stuff. So, and then you have these like flight straps, flywire type straps that are attached to the eyelets, so they don't move freely like flywire. But there is straps going fully down to the midsole.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool. Help you lock you down.
So did you enjoy the upper? It was nice, right?
I liked it. Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice.
And it's also nice for another reason, which we'll get into in a minute.
Yep.
But let's talk about this insole real quick.
Okay, dude, this insole is amazing.
It's nice.
Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but they put like a rubber kind of material onto the insole, So when you put your foot on it, your socks and your foot just stick to the insole.
You're not sliding at all.
It's kind of scary because I did get mad blisters when I played super hard, but it was really nice for just containment and like not moving around. You know,
the cushion of it isn't crazy. It's nothing special, but it's just the texture that's on it that really keeps you locked down is amazing.
Yep,
it's cool to have. Okay, in the tongue, you have a just kind of like a knit material, but they put monofilament strings in there.
Oh yeah.
Right, for support, so you can kind of see like these little glistening plastic strings, and that's just for strength. But it's super soft and cushiony, but you're still gonna get some strength and durability from those plastic strings. Okay, let's move on to fit. This was a big issue for me in the 29. It was kind of the deal breaker for me. Okay, I have narrow feet, plus I wear a size 14. Okay, and I feel like a lot of times when they size up shoes, they don't do it properly. They get wider. They think this is just a big ass, center or something. I don't know what they're doing, but the fit was so bad for me. The fit and lockdown in the 29 that it was literally unplayable. This, they totally fixed it. Fit is amazing, and the lockdown is incredible.
Yep.
You have these asymmetrical Achilles pillows that just, it's some of the best heel lockdown I've ever had.
Like even if you lightly tie your shoelaces, you cannot take this off at all. It doesn't budge even. You know? So the heel lockdown was amazing. The insole, because of that material on the insole, the lockdown in the toe part of your foot is amazing. Also, it's not moving at all. Right, containment was awesome. And
fit was awesome for me. What about you?
For me, it was really nice too. It's a little tight, So wide footers, I would suggest probably going up half a size, just to make sure,
Also, the fit is a little long. Like I could maybe go down half a size, maybe, but I wouldn't go more than that. It's just kind of a longer, narrower shoe than the 29.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Okay, now moving on to support. The support was also amazing in this. Since the material doesn't stretch at all, you were very supported in this shoe. The ankle,
it's not super high. You're not going to get a ton of ankle support, but it's enough.
Yeah, you can. I fit my ankle brace in it. It felt really nice. I had no issues with it. Like I did with the 29s. I rolled my ankle like 4 times in those. But fit/support/lockdown was all good.
All very good.
Yep.
Big improvement in my opinion from the 29. Okay, let's move on to the ventilation real quick. A little warm for me.
Yeah, it was actually really warm for me. Just I don't know why, but since it was warm, my foot got really moist. And then because of that moisture, my foot got hot, and then when I went really hard and I did like a crossover or something, or like I was like cutting, I would get super bad blisters on my toes and the ball of my foot. But so ventilation was not good.
I also did get a little bit of blistering where the Achilles pillow is. Sam didn't have that problem. But it did get a little bit hot in there, but it wasn't that big of a deal.
So on the warmer side.
On the warmer side. Okay, durability.
I'd say pretty good.
I'd say pretty good. I mean, this material for a textile is extremely strong.
Yep.
Extreme. There's no give. It's not going to stretch. So, and then the grooves on the outsole are pretty thick. I could see that lasting a while. I think it's a pretty durable shoe.
Yeah, and you have this in the toe area, and then you have this little outrigger right here. It's not really outrigger, I don't know what this is, but for support right here. So I guess it doesn't stretch as much when you're doing cuts and stuff. So when your foot's going out. So I would see this lasting a pretty long time. Just maybe like right here would be kind of a problem, but yeah.
Okay, let's move on to weight real quick.
Okay.
Let's touch upon this now. We're doing weight now, so we got a digital scale. We're gonna measure that work. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I have a 14. He has a 7.
7.5.
7.5. But sometimes it's a 7. Sometimes it's a 7.5.
Yeah.
We're just gonna round it around, and we're gonna meet in the middle and get the average, which is usually around a 10, 10.5.
Yeah.
So our weights are gonna be for like a size 10.5.
I guess, yeah.
Right. Right. So like a 10, 10.5. So the weight on this is what?
Okay, so my size 7.5 was a 13.3.
Mine's 18.2, and I wear a size 14, which is a boat, a certified boat. So
it's a pretty light shoe.
Pretty light shoe.
I actually weighed all of my shoes, like the Curry 2s, the LeBrons, and stuff like that. And this was on the lighter side of all of my shoes. So.
Right. Okay, touching on aesthetics here, I really love the silhouette. Okay, I don't really love this color. It grew on me. I like the white and the fading. I don't really want to wear a white textile for basketball, but I'm not a big fan of the heel design. But there are some dope colorways. I've seen an all black. You know me, I'm gonna cop that.
Yeah.
And then there's also an all white that Kobe got. Hopefully they'll release those. And then Russell Westbrook's All Star Cosmo one was sick.
Yeah, that was sick. Yeah.
Really dope. So hopefully they'll release some of those, and I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's a dope looking shoe. Okay, so price $200. That's
dropped 20 off of the 29.
Yay.
24.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's still an expensive ass shoe, but it's one of the more premium, and you get like the best tech.
Yeah.
So it's all up to you and how your budget is, how much money you have. But if you have the money, I would definitely say cop it.
Yeah.
I did enjoy playing in these. These were a really great shoe. I love these, but it's not in my top 3 favorite shoes. You know. So what about you?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend this, especially to like a guard, a 1 or 2 guard, somebody who wants to be quick and explosive. It's really responsive cushion. You get a little bit of cushion right here in the forefoot, and really nothing in the heel. The shoe's light. I don't know, when you put it on, you kind of feel like you put on a Ferrari or something. Mm-hmm. Kind of the fit and shape of it reminds me of the Curry 2 a little bit. Mm-hmm. That's a good versus video.
Yeah,
we're gonna do that probably ASAP.
Yep.
But it's a little expensive, but yeah, you're getting the highest level tech, and I definitely think it's worth it if they fix some of the problems that I had with the 29. Mm-hmm. And the Jordan model is always going to be kind of the pinnacle of new technology for performance basketball, and they're kind of doing that here. They kept the same midsole, but they do that sometimes with signature models, and I'm not mad at that. If there's something that people are liking and they're getting good response from, keep it for a little bit until you find something new. Don't just change something to change it.
Yep.
So we approve of the shoe. We definitely recommend it. This is of course the Jordan 30. So make sure you follow us up here on our social media and website.
Make sure to subscribe and like and share the video. Helps us out.
Yep.
And if you guys want to check out our other channel, it's called Trenzy. We do stuff. We talk about stuff. So
we just do stuff. We just talk. If you want to hear us talk, say words, more words, we're over there. No, we got some cool content, top lists and shit, whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it too. That also really helps, even though it's annoying to say and annoying to hear on YouTube videos.
Yep.
We got to say it every now and then.
Yep.
So my name is Don.
Samuel here.
We are the Soul Brothers. Later.
Peace.